What's up, everyone? My name is Cameron. Thank you for coming by. Today, we're taking a look at MPM Megatron. He was my first look into the MPM series as a whole. I think I got him around, I want to say either 2021 or 22. More than like, actually, it might have been 20. But either way, I got him a couple years ago, and he was my first dip into this line. And I got to say, he's been absolutely phenomenal since then. Now, I had no clue just how much better that they were. Coming from this, I'm sorry, coming from Studio Series, I was phenomenally surprised. I mean, the build quality, the paint, the size actually was what really got me in, and it brought me in. It drew me in beautifully, and I gotta be honest, man, he's phenomenal. Megatron was my first dip into the MPM line as a whole, and we're starting off in his vehicle mode because this is my least favorite mode that he has, and it's not necessarily bad. Like, it's cool, it's fine. It's just not my favorite. This is his Cybertronian jet, his original body, and he had this form for space travel, regular flight, whatever you wanted. And it is pretty dope. It is pretty dope because it does get his essence pretty well, but it's alright. It kind of seems like a hodgepodge, for lack of a better word, like kind of not thrown together, but there's no clear end in sight with this. Like, if you were to tell me it could transform a little bit more, I'd believe you. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So coming from Studio Series, Megatron was like really a massive step up for me, and he raised my standards a lot because I mean, the weight, the die cast, the paint, the size, all of it was just phenomenal, and I'm so glad that I actually did. It was great to take that leap. It was great to take that leap. He's probably one of my. I'll put him in top five. He's not top three, but he's top five in the MPM series because I have all of the MPM bots, and I want to say maybe Brawl might be my favorite, but it's a toss up between Brawl and Blackout. Actually, top three: Brawl, Blackout, and I want to say Bone Crusher. I really want to say Bone Crusher, but I'm not sure. Either way, they're great bots. They're really great bots. So we're gonna take a look at his details. Getting a better look at the details that he has going on here. I mean, you can really see that they put their foot in this mode. I mean, look at the colors. Look at all the intricate build quality. Now, he's not without his faults because when you turn him around, you're greeted with this. So you can definitely tell that he's supposed to be a robot, but since it's a Cybertronian form, I'm not mad at it because usually those are just made out of whatever the robot mode is anyway, so that's okay. I really like him, and since he was the first MPM that I had, he will of course never go away. He'll always be on display. But that's not to say that he's my favorite. Again, you know what? I don't really have much to say about this mode, so I'm gonna get him transformed, and I'll be right back with you, and we'll talk about his robot mode, where I really think he shines. All right, so here we're gonna get into the transformation, and to be honest with you, this step, or I'm sorry, going from jet to robot is so much easier than going robot to jet. But really, it's only because when you're going robot to jet, his legs in the terms of like the tabbing and the clear and not even the clearance, but the tabs just terrible. But fam cam, hey, that's my sister. It's my oldest sister. She was coming over to help us out, and I love her. I love seeing my family. I wanted to leave that one in. I don't know, to help the personal feeling. But speaking of personal feeling, I like to keep this one in, and I think I want to start doing this just so it feels a little bit more like we're talking. You're like watching me doing it, as opposed to feeling like a review. Anyway, look at the happiness. Yeah. I mean, come get what you came for. You see that? You see that? Yeah. Yeah. This? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Quite frankly, it's insane. And let me give you a closer look at this evil head. At Megatron's face, man. I don't know why I said that. Do you see this? Oh. Do you see this? Just look at him. Look. Bask in it. Gaze upon his majestic beauty. He's phenomenal. He's just phenomenal. I mean, the coloring, the silver, the little accents of red in his chest where he dies. just phenomenal, man. Just phenomenal. This guy is amazing. Like really, really, really amazing. And seeing him and holding him for the first time is still a very vivid memory because chef's kiss. Now, I usually don't do comparisons, but for him, I have a soft spot because he's Megatron, and also the studio series one I really love because it was a gift from my mom. I'll show you that in a second. Here's what they look like together, and the studio series one is not bad. He's not bad at all. I mean, I think he cleans up the back like perfectly. Really, I mean, I got to give it to them. I never really gave them full credit. I mean, even look at the just look at how clean his back is versus his. I mean, wow. And I'm looking at this more in depth. They knocked it out of the park actually, but still here, amazing. Now, getting into some of his details and more I guess important features. So his chest can open to reveal kind of his spark chamber. What you do in said spark chamber is they give you this little allspark, which is so dope that they added this. And you can seat it. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. You can seat it right in here and you can pop you can pop the front of his chest off and it'll look like Sam put the cube in his chest. Rad. Totally rad. I love it. And I keep this chest part off a lot because I just love how it looks. Now he also has his other accessories like the fusion cannon. Now it sits like this if you wanted to store it in his vehicle mode, but you can always pop it out. There you go. You can pop it out to have it look like the fusion cannon that he popped out of his arms, or he transformed out of his arms to blow Prime a city block away, and it's just gorgeous. You see the earring blinging, but anyway, it's just gorgeous, man, just gorgeous. He also comes with his whip or his mace, and it really looks like he just pulled this out of his arm. It's super rad, actually. Now his hands do detach and become the end of the mace because when he came out of the ice, he pulled it out. I am Megatron. Now, since his hand was obviously popped off, you can just put it right back into that slot where the hand was, and he can hold it. It is soft rubber, as you can see, but that's not a bad thing at all, because it makes for more dynamic poses and everything, and it's super rad. His fusion cannon also has these same pegs that go into his hand slots, and he can hold it with one hand if you wanted to, or as you can see, he can hold it with two. I'll show you that too. Now, if you wanted to display him like this, which I do a lot, or actually I'll hold it on one hand and then have the mace in the other. But you could do it like this. You could pose him and Prime up together and make it look like what it actually looked like in the movie. It's really, really dope, man. Really, 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 really dope. I'm gonna put some glamour shots in, but overall feelings of the figure, he's very, very solid. As you can see from his legs, when you plant him down somewhere, he ain't moving. And I like that. I think that's really, really, really dope. I think the mechanical detail was basically nailed with him. There's nothing here that I would have wanted that I don't have. So I'm really super grateful for that. Um, the paint is really, really good. The die cast being in the feet and in some other places really adds to the overall weight of the figure, and I think he succeeds there. He totally succeeds. The face sculpt is articulate. It's expressive. It feels alive, and I love the little bronze bits they put throughout the figure just to break up some of the gray. I think it's super, super dope. The accessories that he comes with, I think, are great. Again, more things that I would have wanted. The Allspark was a nice added touch that I didn't even. If I were active when they announced that he was coming out, I wouldn't have even thought to put the Allspark on my wish list for the figure. But the fact that they did, phenomenal. Overall, I would have to give him probably a. Overall, I would have to give him a 7.6 out of 10 because as phenomenal as the robot mode is, I just don't really enjoy the vehicle mode because it just doesn't look very good to me. Like, I love the idea and I loved seeing it in the movie, but seeing it in practice on the figure, don't love it. Quick news before we go. Figure's great, but I do have a partnership in the works right now. And by in the works, I mean it's already confirmed. I'm just waiting for the stuff that they sent me to actually get here. More news on that in the next video, but it's good stuff, and I'm really, really excited. I didn't think I'd be able to get a partnership because I have 30 subscribers right now, but hey, anything is something, and I think it's super, super dope. Previews for upcoming review. I think I kind of want to do them a little bit sporadically because doing them in MPM order is nice, but I just have things that I'm excited about that I don't really get to do because I'm not there yet, and it's not super, super fun for me. Devil Savior long haul. He never leaves. I love having him around. He's not my favorite figure, but I like having him around. No talk about favorites would be complete without Carefree. I mean, this is probably I think he is my favorite figure of last year. I love him so much. So much. He came out I think January or February of last year, but he'll never ever go in storage because I just love the way he looks. He, she, whatever. It's an original design, so the pronouns really aren't there. I think it's probably more of a girl, but I don't know. Depending on the pose you get it in, you could tweak it however you want. Love him. Can't wait to review him. Can't wait. I actually just did a photo shoot on him yesterday on Instagram, so you can go see that if you'd like to. I think that's about it. Megatron is a solid figure, extremely solid. I love looking at him. I love having him, and I'm so glad that he was my first dip into the MPM line because it's truly changed everything, and it's why I love to collect masterpiece scale. So I just love him. I really, really do. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you for coming by and hanging out, and let me know what you think about Megatron. Please like, comment, subscribe, share it to a friend, talk to me about it, give feedback on the video itself, new shooting style, because I did do some additions. But um I also did some things with like the style of the videos is just a little bit different because I know I said that I don't do transformations for the most part, but I don't know. I think the time lapse thing is kind of cool. So anyway, thank you for coming by. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.